Here we are again. So we've looked at using likes as a way of inviting people into hypnosis. We've seen that when we invite someone into hypnosis through the experience of their likes and then get them focused and absorbed in their likes, we find ourselves in a very resourceful experience where anything that might be missing in a problem is going to be available to be connected with a situation so that what was a problem then becomes a solution. The problem then dissolves. It's not solved so much as it dissolves. And we saw that by inviting someone to get focused and absorbed in an experience that they like, that we can predictably find exactly what it is they're looking for. And sometimes someone in this experience, we're looking for a sense of peace or something. So we're looking for peace, and someone likes reading a book, but they can't sleep because they're too disturbed at night. So we get them into reading a book, and we get them to notice what it's like when they're reading a book. We know what's missing is feeling peaceful. So we get them to read a book and then notice what it's like to feel peaceful reading a book. And sometimes just creating that experience is enough for a client to say, oh, okay, that's what I'm looking for. I got it. Okay, I'll be right now. But sometimes we need an extra step to help someone connect with connect the resource that's present in the likes with the experience where it's missing, which is why that experience is experienced as a problem. So there are different ways that we can help someone to make this connection, this transition from a resource in the likes to the situation that's problematic so that the problem dissolves. And sometimes, as I mentioned, just creating the experience, we can say, now, I wonder how this might be relevant to your problem. And some people, just given that possibility, will say, oh, I see, now I can da-da-da-da-da-da. So sometimes just asking the question, I wonder how you might do this. Another way that can be helpful is to say, going to sleep is like reading a book. Now, if you look at that logically, it doesn't make any sense at all. But if someone likes reading a book and they feel peaceful reading a book and they want to go to sleep and can't because they're not feeling peaceful, then to just link them in language and say that going to sleep is like reading a book, sometimes just linking that in that pseudo-causal way, that pseudo-logical way is enough. Sometimes I found it helpful to say, what I'm going to say now might sound really weird. You might think I need help after I've said this. But what I'm offering as an idea is that going to sleep is like reading a book. Now, I don't know what you can make of that, but there you are. So what do you think of that? And so there are many different ways of inviting the linking of the resource which is present in the likes with the experience where it's missing and hence is a problem. And I mentioned some of them, and sometimes it's so obvious we don't even need to make that link. Just speaking about it is enough for the link to make itself, and sometimes it isn't. So my invitation is to play with this, and next time I want to say something about something that can really help to ease that progression, to ease the transition from likes to the problem area. We'll explore that a little more next time. But in the meantime, my invitation is to just see what happens when you take this extra step and be prepared, be willing to be surprised. Sometimes the link is just, whoop, there we go, and all's fine. So, as always, play with this, see what you make, see what variations you can find, and I'd love to hear what you discovered. Thanks for listening.